Okay, roll it. No. Cut. No. Take 100. Okay, sorry, Shivangi. Serious. तुम बच्चों को पढ़ाने वाली हो. Serious. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to With Love Inaaya. This is Shivangi and you're currently watching me on my YouTube channel. Alright guys, so my last video, which was my fashion weekend classes with Shivangi video, received quite an amazing response, and thank you so much for all the love. Also, it made me realize that a lot of you guys wanted me to film a video which was completely dedicated to CAT preparations and how you can sit for your drawing exams and be better prepared when you're sitting for NIFT. And I decided to film this video because today is the 10th of January and I have been keeping a little under the weather for the last 5-6 days. My throat was all choked and thanks to that I couldn't film a video, but that's no excuse because you guys barely have any time on hands. And of course for future kids, like not future my kids, but like the future set of kids who would be sitting for NIFT entrance examinations would want some guidelines and some helps, the ones at least who cannot go to coaching centers or are not sure if they have that kind of money or if they want to invest that kind of money. So this video is for all of you guys. But wait, here's the catch. Before you start watching the video, you have to make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. Free hai yaar, you help me, I help you. Alright, so let's start with stationery first. So my first tip for you guys is do not carry any watercolors, poster colors, any sort of water-based colors. Just carry dry medium. Dry medium can include pencil colors, crayons, oil pastels, soft pastels, the whole drill. But personally, if you ask me, I would suggest take pencil colors with you. And if you're talking about pencil colors, a brand that I would personally recommend is Staedtler Luna pencil colors. They're water-soluble pencil colors from the brand Staedtler. I'm going to link down maybe an Amazon or Flipkart link, whichever I find. Please note that although it's a little expensive, but I'll give you 2 reasons why it's good. 1, it's really good quality. It blends really very nicely. And 2, if you get into NIFT, you will have to buy it any which way. So you might as well invest in it beforehand because that's one of the prerequisites, like in your stationery list. You have to have Luna Staedtler pencil colors. So that's tip number 1. Alright, so coming to the pencils bit, I personally prefer using the Staedtler pencils. Carry 2B, HB, 4B, 6B, 8B, the whole drill, but make sure they're already sharpened, and carry 2 2B pencils because it's just lighter on paper, I feel, so it's nicer and you'll use it more. Also, it doesn't matter whether you're using a Staedtler or an Apsara or a Nataraj, depending on what you want to use it. I used to use Nataraj all the time. It's only once I got into designing that I started using Staedtlers, and I just fell in love with the pencil lead quality, so I just use them now. But any which ways doesn't make a difference. Now the second thing is also carry a mechanical pencil with you because the pen pencils, it's just so great for outlining and fine detailing. You will find it really very useful, and also you save up on a lot of time on sharpening. Coming to sharpeners, carry sharpeners like 2 and 2 erasers. Again, I'm being very paranoid. I know you guys are going to be like, this lady is crazy, but I'm sorry, it's better to be prepared than be sorry later. So make sure you do that, and also do not share your stationery. मैं पहले भी बोल चुकी हूँ, बच्चों जिंदगी पड़ी है तुम्हें हेल्प करने के लिए लोगों की. Stationery एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में किसी के साथ शेयर नहीं करना है, समझ आया ना? मतलब not like I'm threatening, but okay. Also carry a ruler with you. Carry a ruler for sure, you'll need it. And make sure you carry a handkerchief with you because when you're shading and rendering, you tend to, like, you know, your hand here smudges a lot on the paper, like it touches the paper a lot, so it smudges. So you don't want to ruin your question paper or your answer sheet. So make sure you carry a hanky so that you can wipe it with that. I actually asked a friend if we could carry tissue papers, but you cannot because paper of any sort is not allowed, so carry a hanky with you. Alright, so now coming to how to attempt your questions actually. My first tip would be read, in capital, read. Sometimes the answers are kind of in the questions already, so sometimes the question paper may actually say that no coloring required, and if you do not read the question paper properly and you end up like coloring the whole thing, you not only just waste a lot of time, but you also lose out on marks because that was something which was specifically mentioned it's not required. Again, if you're being asked to shade, say if your question says shading is allowed or shading can be done or you can shade, it gives you two options. You can either shade with colors or you could shade with pencils. So make sure you look at the question, you read the question properly and then answer them. Alright, the second tip that I have for you is that usually the question paper has 3 questions in the NIFT entrance examination for CAT, and even in the 3 questions you have multiple choice options. So they give you like 2 to 3 options minimum per question. So make sure you pick your question according to your strengths. So if you're not good at making human figures, do not pick a question which has like, you know, drawing a railway platform scene or drawing like a festival or something like that. Pick a question which is more like maybe a poster. You know, draw a poster depicting like talking about Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, or something like dowry system in India, things like that. Just pick questions which are your strength and not your weaknesses. 3. I suck at math, don't I? Anyways, so tip number 3, or the third topic which I wanted to cover here, is timing yourself well. A lot of students lack at this. You may be really great artists and you may be very creative, but if you do not time yourself well and if you do not attempt all the questions in the question paper, I am afraid to break it to you, but you're not going to make it. You have to understand that you have 3 hours designated for those 3 or 4 or 5, whatever many questions. Technically it's 3 or 4 questions max, but you have to time yourself well and make sure that you attempt everything. There's no negative marking, agreed, but if you don't attempt, you lose out on like major chunk of marks. So make sure, how I would do it personally is that I would divide my time, give myself an hour or an hour and a half max on attempting all the questions first, doing the pencil drawing, getting my concepts in place, writing down in pencil on the side of the question paper all the details that I want to fill in. So if, say for example, it's Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao poster that I have to make, so I'll write down all my pointers first, you know, things that I want to depict in it, things that I want them, you know, I want to be there for sure, caption, slogan, ideas and all of that. And then I would start with the, you know, sketch bit, and then once I'm done answering the remaining 2 or 3 questions, I would go on to like rendering. Also, not every question requires rendering, so you have to be very careful while reading, which I've already talked about in the beginning of this video. Be very careful while you're reading the questions and do not waste your time, because no matter how good artist, like how good an artist you are, you may be Pablo Picasso, for all they care. What they care about is that you attempt all the questions and do them well. Alright, so the last thing for this video is the types of questions that come at for NIFT ka CAT and CAT exams. And although the question paper is not the same anytime, and although the questions keep changing and the pattern keeps changing, and also the fact that no 2 answers for a creative question can be the same. We all are our own individuals, we have our own thought process, we think and function differently, so our results would be unique. So please don't expect me to answer your creative questions for you, because that is where you come in the picture, right? Like that is where your creativity comes in the picture. But I will throw some questions that I collected at you, so probably you could sit at home and practice these. Draw a morning tea stall scene. Draw a poster on Kashmir tourism. Draw a logo for GST. Draw a poster for Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao. Draw a poster for awareness about GST. Draw a poster about droughts in Maharashtra. Design a workplace for a stylist. Design a workplace for an interior designer. Depict emotions through colors in a rectangle, a triangle, a circle and a square. Depict emotions through lines only. Draw situations, say a festival or a factory scene, using only one of the following forms: either a square, a circle or a triangle. So yeah, that's it. You see how different these questions are, and I'm pretty sure like while listening to me ask you these questions, each individual who's watching this video would have a different approach or a different answer to how they would, they would answer this question. So again, creativity is really very subjective. It's not something objective. There is no yes and no. There is no multiple choice questions in a creative question paper. It's all about your creativity, and that is where your outputs and your inputs both come in the picture. So I hope this video helps you. Also, there is something that I really wanted to address here through this video, and that is drawing isn't easy, guys. If you feel that just drawing is not all that difficult and it's gonna be fine and I'll look at it right when the exams are happening, please don't take it so lightly, because honestly it is a lot of effort to actually depict or to kind of express your thoughts or your vision through only like visuals with no words whatsoever. It is not easy doing that. Like, for you to be able to express your idea to your examiner only through like a drawing is really tough. So don't take it lightly. Please practice well, please practice hard, concentrate on your drawing as well as your GAT paper. And just so you know, at NIFT there is more weightage to the creative ability test than the general ability test. So that is that. And also to all those Pablo Picassos and all those great artists out there, I want you guys to know that you may be really good at sketching, and I'm really very proud of you if you're very good at sketching, but you need to have a good presence of mind as well, and you need to have you need to be really quick while answering your questions, while filling out your detailing, while rendering. Do not invest a lot of time in creating like these absolute amazing paintings which will be of no use because you don't answer the other questions. Make sure you time yourself well. Alright guys, so I'm going to see you next time, but before I end this video, I have to give a special mention and thank my buddy for 7 years, Shivam Gupta, who's also a NIFT Mumbai graduate. He actually works in Delhi right now, works at Design Circle, which is like a coaching institute for NIFT and other fashion colleges, and he helped me quite some bit to keep with my research, and love you Shivam, thank you so much. And you guys should probably check out his work. I'm going to link his Instagram down below. His art is amazing. You should definitely see it for yourself. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time, and until next time, bye with love, Inaaya.